Boker Tov, good morning. We're still looking at this thing about Yaakov being alone. Yesterday we looked at Rashi, which talks about, and it's a teaching of the Chachamim, that he went back for his small jugs because every possession item is valuable to the righteous person who otherwise can't just recreate them or steal them. He only gets things honestly, so he put himself at risk, went back by himself, and I just left us with the question: why would he not have his family, at least somebody looking after him, and say, "Hey, Abba, I'll go back with you"? Although those of us who have kids sometimes can be aware that our kids aren't thinking well when they see us heading off in some place that we shouldn't be heading off by ourselves. Says the Rashbam, and here we have a powerful teaching by Yaakov Levado. What does that phrase mean that he was left alone? Klomar shehe'evir et kol asher lo. He had indeed crossed over all of his possessions. Shal ya'od lavor Elohu levado. And all that was left was for him, was for him to go across. V'ratzah lavor achareihem, and he wanted to go after them. Ki livroach derech acheret shelo yifkeshenu esav nitkavein, because he was planning on running, going after them. All should run away. And then Vayavek Imo, that this man or this malach, he says, came to fight with him. So for the most part, he ignores Rashbam. I always misread this Rashbam, and I think I was misled in my misreading, because I remember hearing someone read this as if to say that the Rashbam's position was he was going to run away and leave his family because he was so petrified he ran off by himself. That's why he's back. I don't think that's what Rashbam is saying. I think Rashbam is simply saying, he's reminding us of the circumstances. This is all part of a flight. And so he primes the pump again for us to realize that, to lead to the next point, which is that this man figure, malach, angel, wrestles with him. Shelo yuchal livroach. The reason why he's attacked by this figure, who's waiting for him to be alone in this process of he and the family running, was so that he could not run anymore. But not by not running, he would be not then face and fight and have to be destroyed by his brother, but rather he would see that the promise that God has made, God had said, "I'm not going to let it happen. I'm going to bring you back." Right? Remember that was what God said that night at the when he has that dream, that I will never desert you until I bring you back to this place. I'm going to protect you, etc. So that's still there, even though there's a discussion in an earlier point where he says he's so afraid by Yira, by Yicharlo. I think I don't misquote the pasuk now. But he's so afraid, and he said, "I'm made small by all the goodness that God you have shown me." So he thinks he's not worthy. God says, "You're worthy, and I'll keep my promise. Don't run, don't run." And this is a very powerful teaching when it says that the purpose of all of this, and ultimately this figure who will harm him in his thigh, so he's limping along, that is to prevent him from running, and he'll face his demons with God's help. That is a very powerful story. And think about the ways in which we try to run from the things that we shouldn't run from. What are those things, my friends? And how is it that God can help you or me and all of us to face the things we need to face with confidence that we can move through it, and with God's help? Have a great day.